It was not a happy evening on Teesside as Middlesbrough were dumped out of the Carabao Cup by Doncaster Rovers by 4-0 at the Riverside Stadium. Goals from Ben Close, Demola AJ, Robbie Gotts and Tom Nixon sent Doncaster through to the second round of the competition. Certainly not what Rob Edwards would have wanted in only his second ever game in charge of the Borough. And that comes, of course, after Borough had won on the opening day of the Championship by 1-0 against Swansea City at the Riverside. This, though, is something of a bump back down to earth for the Teessiders. Rob Edwards was displeased after the game. He said he learnt a lot from the performance and from a lot of the players who were playing in the game. Yes, Borough did make changes, but of course Edwards wanted to see just what his squad was capable of against a lower league opposition. But unfortunately they were not up to the task and came up very short against Doncaster at the Riverside. So no cup run in the League Cup, at least for Middlesbrough this year. Of course, a competition that they got to the semi-finals of just a couple of seasons ago, where they were defeated over 2 legs by Premier League side Chelsea, having actually gone into the second leg a goal up before Chelsea hit them for 6 in the second leg at Stamford Bridge. Well, Middlesbrough back to Championship action at the weekend, but before that, let's hear from Rob Edwards to see what he made of the defeat against Doncaster Rovers as his side were dumped out of the Carabao Cup.
It was a painful night in the end. Result-wise, it doesn't look good. And I can try and dress it up and say, oh, we had some chances, or we could have shot probably 12 times more than what we did. But I won't do that right now. I'll withhold some of that. The lads know what we think. Want to thank the supporters for sticking with that and giving us the energy that they did. We didn't return our end of the bargain. I think, difficult night.
Yeah, and in that first half, they kind of did cause us a lot of problems, especially in that first 30 minutes. Where did you think that came from?
Well, we weren't good enough with the ball. So if you don't keep the ball, then they're going to have it more than what we want. We had to adjust how we were pressing them, because they were able to find their deep midfielder too often, because we weren't getting the initial part of our press right. And then we adjusted that, and after probably 30-35 minutes, we're 2-0 down then. But after that, we were probably got through quite a few times, and should have done more. Got something maybe before half time and had something to build on, but we didn't. And yeah, then we're building momentum in the second half, and then a bit of a sucker punch. A goal, the third goal that we could probably we can do better with. And then we'd obviously made changes, and by that time had already gone to 4-2-4 to try and look at double width and getting the ball wide and crossing the box. We didn't do that well enough, and opened up. The fourth goal was not good. Said to the boys now that that is not acceptable. But what we've got to do, you quite quickly turn this around, because we go down to Millwall on Saturday, which is obviously a really difficult game in the Championship. We need to show one side of us consistently. We showed a really good side to us on Saturday. We showed another side tonight, and we need to show the consistency, and that's probably what's lacked over a period of time now. So that's down to us, all of us now, to work on that and make sure that we show one side to Middlesbrough Football Club, the side that we saw on Saturday, and get better and build on that. We don't want to see nights like this.
Yeah, and it's still obviously very early into your time at the club. In nights like this, do you learn a lot from your players as well?
Found a lot out tonight. Yeah.
Yeah, and obviously just quickly moving on to Millwall, like you said, it must be back on the training pitch and pick the lads up as best you can. Yeah,
that's it. In football, you get a chance to go again, and that's what we got. I got an opportunity on Saturday. We will pick a team that we believe can go and win the game, like we did tonight and on the weekend, and we've got to show the face that we saw on Saturday.